Well, here we are, and we just had the UFC fight night in Abu Dhabi, Ankalaev versus Guskov. I'm going to be reacting to all of the fights. It wasn't the most eventful fight night, but I'm going to be giving my reaction to all the fights that I saw. I started watching this at Axel Sola versus Ismail Bonfim. My apologies for not watching the first three. It did start at like 8 a.m. I should probably be up at 8 a.m., but I was in fact not up until 9:30. So I'll be giving my reactions, talking about the predictions that I made, how well I did on it. And without further ado, let's get into it. Fight number one, Abdul Hussein versus Cody Gibson. Now, I did not get to actually make a prediction for this fight and one more fight. And another fight actually got changed around. So I released my predictions video for this the day after. I recorded it the same night that I made my reaction to the Duplessis Usman fight night. And on the UFC site, they were missing a couple fights and they had opponents wrong. I mean, it was a mess. So it completely destroyed my actual picks. So I didn't get to make a pick for this fight, so we're not counting it towards my record for the year. Abdul Hussein versus Cody Gibson, though. Abdul Hussein, pretty I mean not really one-sided fight, but I mean as you can see 91 to 53, landed a knockdown, got his takedown, subbed him in round 3. They each had some submission attempts. I did not get to watch this unfortunately. But yeah, that one doesn't count towards the picks record, but that did happen. I'll have to go back and rewatch that. Nurillo Aliev and Mike Davis. Now this one um I actually started to go back and rewatch this, and then once I realized what was happening, I just stopped. I'm pretty sure I saw the stats somewhere else. Nurillo Aliev had like 12 and a half minutes of control. Um, and he was really just Khabib maxing, kind of nut sniffing. Which look, I mean, if you're advancing position, trying to finish a guy on the ground, no problem. I like grappling. I grappled today. I have no problem with grappling. But and I saw Mike Davis complaining about this fight on social media, calling him gay, saying you sniffed my nuts, you're gay. If you like this fight, you're gay. And from what I saw, I mean, I can't really disagree. I mean, it was not a very good fight. But Aliev dominated him, and I guess, and won every round. So that's that. I'm 1-0 officially on my picks. I kind of knew that was going to happen. But yeah, moving on. Magomed Tukalov versus Brinson Ribeiro. Kind of like the same sort of thing. It looks like 8 for 14 on takedowns. That's very good. Um, Looks like Ribeiro was whiffing a lot of significant strikes, throwing a lot more and whiffing a lot. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like I missed a lot missing these three fights. Um, so yeah, I picked Magomed Tukalov. I didn't trust Brinson Ribeiro to be a spoiler, and I was correct. So not much to say about that. 2-0 on the card. Moving on, Axel Sola versus Ismail Bonfim. So I picked Axel Sola to TKO Ismail Bonfim in the third round. He actually just got it done in one. He completely bitched Ismail Bonfim. Um, he started off looking real slick on the feet, landing straight punches, good kicks. And Ishmael Bonfim immediately went to his default and started spamming his ult. So he gets on his hips and he starts on his sack, and he was really trying to smell his pheromones. And Axel Sola just hit him repeatedly to the side of the head, a couple times on accident to the back of the head, but he adjusted. He's not like a lot of the other Frenchies. He did adjust, and he was not aiming for the back of the head. It was an accident. This is a good Frenchie, guys. This is we give him a pass. He's one of the good ones. We'll count him as a part of the boys. Axel Sola, you're welcome to be a part of the boys because he's a damn good fighter. and he drops Ishmael Bonfim while his back is against the cage, um, avoiding a takedown while stuffing a takedown and having his balls sniffed. He's just sitting there, elbow in the side of the head, popping the side of the head, and he drops him. And from there, it was over. I mean, beat him up on the ground. I thought he was going to get a ground and pound TKO stoppage. He ends up snatching up the sub. I believe it was like a Darce or something, if I remember correctly, but snatched it up. I think only his second submission win ever in his pro career. He's more known for his hands, but hey, we love it. I called it. This Bonfim is not very good. I mean, that's not like a hot take. His last 5 fights, I'm pretty sure he's lost 4 of them. So, yeah, Axel Sola gets it done quicker than I thought he would, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. This guy, he's a good prospect. That only loss was in his previous fight to Mason Jones, and Mason Jones is a fucking dog, and that was one of the best fights ever. So, I'll never miss an Axel Sola fight ever again. And yeah, that was a great way to start the card. I did enjoy that fight quite a bit. Moving up the card, Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Sam Patterson. I predicted a first round TKO for Sam Patterson. I'm surprised he didn't get it. He got it in the second round. Just way bigger, longer, just way more reach. Ponzinibbio looked like a midget next to him. Um, Sam Patterson worried me in the beginning of the fight because he's standing there like Paddy Pimblett with his chin in the air, and he got cracked with like a big overhand right at the very beginning from Santiago Ponzinibbio, and chin checks out. Hey, his chin is quite good. He ate that shit. It was yeah. I mean, you know, not much to say about that, but he was worrying me. I can't lie, that did worry me to start off the fight. Not very good striking defense, but he got it together, kind of unfroze himself. He at the very beginning of that fight, he was kind of reminding me of Patchy Mix a little bit. You know, he was C3PO maxing. He looked like Patrick Mixer. Um, and yeah, I mean, he was not moving the head, but once he got the movement going, started circling out, he started understanding the range of Ponzinibbio within like the first 30 seconds, and he started backing up, rolling with the shoulders, not getting hit very clean with pretty much anything. As you can see, he went 14 for 86 on significant strikes, so he was able to avoid much of the onslaught. And halfway through the round, he was really picking apart Ponzinibbio with the jab. His straight punches are very fast. There was a noticeable speed difference. Um, and his power is pretty good. He's actually pretty powerful. I thought with Ponzinibbio being like 39 years old, I actually thought he would be put away faster, hence my prediction. But Ponzi's chin is actually pretty good still. It's really not too bad. He ate some pretty big shots that I wasn't expecting him to keep fighting through. He showed a lot of toughness, and shouts out to Ponzinibbio for that. I do like Ponzi, but so I started off 4-0 on the fights that I did predict. Here's where it all went wrong. So I picked Dustin Jacoby. To be fair, he was fighting a different opponent when I picked him. He was fighting this guy Satibaldiev. I think his name was like not Umar or something like that though. It was Satibaldiev is who he was fighting, and I picked Jacoby. Um, that ended up not being the fight. It ended up being Mohamed Saidov. I would have picked Dustin Jacoby anyway, so I'll just take my L. I'm a big Dustin Jacoby fan. He got destroyed in this fight. I don't even like the 34 significant strikes. I'm not even sure he landed that. Like he was landing some low kicks and a jab, but that's literally it. Jacoby showcased really no weapons in this fight. He did look old and slow next to Saidov, and I'm gonna be honest, this guy is fucking legit. This guy Saidov, the kicks that he throws off of the front leg, it is really like some Taekwondo shit. Like I didn't look into his background too much, but I wonder if he grew up doing Taekwondo because You know, most of the time when somebody throws up a high kick off the lead leg, it doesn't have that much power, but he can really knock you out with it. It's like actually a powerful shot coming from this guy. So, nasty kicks. His hands looked a little like sloppy in moments, especially in the beginning, but as the fight got on, um, it got progressively better. His hands were getting better, but he does overswing and you know, get a little sloppy sometimes. So the hands definitely need a little bit of work. But for the most part, I mean, really, the Jacoby couldn't hit him with anything, dude. Just a couple jabs and some calf kicks, and that's about it. That's where all his strikes come from. And Saidov brutally, I mean, the combo he hit him with, I think it was like a straight right to a left head kick. Nasty, nasty combo. Um, it was nasty. And it was heartbreaking, but man, he is good. He's a guy to watch out for, especially at light heavyweight. His speed and the way he moves at light heavyweight, and he's a big dude. And he's also very young, I believe. If we click on probably not on the UFC page, they never show age. Um 1996. Yeah, so he's like 30 years old. He's rather young, especially in the upper weight classes. So this guy is a prospect to look out for. He's got the OV name at the end, so you know he's a problem. But I am enjoying seeing some of these guys striking more. There was a few of these guys that were strikers tonight. They're evolving. It's pretty crazy. Moving up the card, Walter Walker versus Thomas Peterson. Bro, bro, you beat that chocolate Peppa Pig. Bro, you want to fight me, bro? Hamdi, fight me, bro. We love Walter Walker, dude. We love Walter Walker. Yeah, he did exactly what I thought he would do. Now, he didn't get a heel hook. Let me correct myself. I did predict round one sub. That was kind of just writing on the wall. He did not get it. He rolled for the heel hook. They rolled over like 5 times. And then Thomas Peterson gets his leg out of danger from the heel hook. So what does Walter Walker do? He says, okay, I'll just put you in a calf slicer. And he gets a calf slicer sub. And it was crazy. I wasn't expecting the calf slicer. I don't think Thomas Peterson was either. He couldn't believe it. Like he tapped and he just looked so disappointed in himself. It was kind of sad. But also shouts out to Bedtime MMA. Great pick, bro. Great Great pick, bro. You said people would do it. You said people would make fun of you for your pick. So I gotta make fun of you a little bit, bro. Hey, what to do, bedtime crew? Hey man, we're picking Thomas Peterson, you know? Hey, it was a crafty pick. I get it. I understand it. It was crafty. Um, but yeah, Thomas the Blob Peterson, you know, he's not really a blob. He's not really that bad, but yeah, we were not getting it done tonight. He got on the mic after the fight and he hit the bro, Herb Dean, I want to fight you next, bro. Bro, I want to punch you in the back of the head, bro. We love that. Fuck Herb Dean. We love Walter Walker. Let's run that, dude. We can make that fight next, dude. I think Herb Dean's looking like a heavyweight these days. He weighs at least 230, and we can throw him in there. I say we run Walter Walker versus Herb Dean. Um, I mean, fuck, man. He took no damage. Herb's fresh. You know, his body's fresh. He's had a while. Why don't we just throw him on UFC 330? That card needs fights. Just saying, that can headline the prelims. That's a big matchup. I anticipate that highly. But yeah, good win for Walter Walker. At this point, I went 5-1 on the prelims. Pretty good prelim picks. It's unfortunate that I didn't get to pick Cody Gibson and Abdul Hussein, but you know how the UFC website works. Yeah, it was Yuran Satibaldiev that got canceled, and then obviously that, you know, main card. Okay. A lot of cancellations on this card. Islam Dulatov versus Wellington Turman. I'm just gonna get that out of the way, just talking about that. I guess Islam Dulatov had some sort of infection or sickness that made him pull out of the fight. That was really disappointing. I'm a big Islam Dulatov fan. I did glaze him in the picks video. It was kind of gay. Um, yeah, it was a little bit gay, but I did glaze, and he didn't fight, so that's really disappointing. I'm a little embarrassed about that, but it is what it is. Moving on. This is the other fight that I just flat out didn't get to pick because it just wasn't on the UFC site on Sunday night. Uh, Abu Bakar Vagayev versus Saigid Izagakmaev. Ooh, see, I spelled it out. Spelled it out, guys. So this is interesting because you never see two EVs fighting or EVs. I mean, you never see two EVs. Okay, you never see two of these type of Pokemon fighting each other ever. You know, and yeah, they shot a lot of takedowns. They engaged in some decent clinch exchanges. It was an all right. It was a pretty decent fight. I mean, I don't have much to say about it really. It was back and forth. There were some good grappling exchanges, and to be completely honest, I was making food while this fight was going, so I was only half paying attention. But Abu Bakar Bagayev gets the unanimous decision win. From what I watched, it did seem like he won, so yeah, he gets the win. I don't got too much to say about that. These guys have good records though, 25-4, 22-4. I will say Vagayev looked like he was getting a little tired in round two. The gas tanks weren't like amazing, especially considering that the pace wasn't too crazy. I mean, there were some good scrambles and some good groundwork, but we'll see. This guy looks like he's a pretty good fighter, so does he. We'll see what they do further in their UFC careers. They both look like pretty decent prospects, so I didn't get to predict that though. So moving on up the card, Rizvan Kuniev versus Tyrell Fortune. I told you guys about this one. I saw people picking Tyrell Fortune. I picked Rizvan Kuniev versus via round two TKO. I'm shocked that he didn't get it in round two. He ended up getting it in round three. Um, he would. I mean, the first round was clearly a Kuniev round. He was landing the way harder strikes, but there was nothing like super significant. Like he landed some knees, a little elbow, some good punches, and he was moving Tyrell Fortune back. Fortune in the first round landed a couple jabs. Fortune's very fast for a heavyweight, has a very educated jab. Um, he's really not bad. I'll say that he's really not bad. But round two, Rizvan Kuniev, for a dude that looks like a total blob and probably cuts weight to make heavyweight, this dude is super explosive and athletic, which is why I picked him. Uh, in the second round, let's just get the cat out of the bag. That knee that he hit Tyrell Fortune with, that definitely broke Tyrell Fortune's rib. I mean, when it landed, you could hear the crack. And Tyrell Fortune at the end of round two went to his corner and said, "My rib is fucked up." And I think his corner should have probably stopped it. If your fighters come into your corner saying, "My rib is broken" or "My rib is fucked up," I don't know. Maybe you should stop. I don't know. You know, Fortune went out there in round three and he tried to keep fighting, but Kuniev put a pretty big beating on him around two. Hit him with something. I don't know if it was a like a straight right or an elbow. It welted up his eye really bad. His eye was starting to shut. He had a big old welt on the side of his head on his cheekbone. And yeah, I mean Rizvan Kuniev really beat him up in round two and then finished him in round three. And yeah, got that one right. That would be 6-1 on the card out of the fights I did predict. Dude, that's sad. I only got to predict 10 fights on the card out of the what? How many were there actually? Like 12, 13? There ended up being 7 here and 5. So there was actually 12 fights that happened, and I didn't get to predict 2. So I only got to predict 10 of the fights. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Up to this point, I was 6-1. Here's where we fucked up. Here's where we fucked up. I went with an ethnic bias pick. I picked Damian Rujbecki. Okay. I can't claim that I'm Polish anymore because I can't even pronounce his fucking name. I don't speak the language. I'm a poser. It is what it is, but I can't lie. He was tough, but he kind of looked like shit, man. I hate to say it, dude. He was tough as nails. I don't know how he was standing by the end of this fight, how he never got knocked down. One thing I learned about John Pork, other than being John Pork, he has two really dangerous weapons that he utilized in this fight. The elbow in the clinch. He will use elbows to exit the clinch every single time. When you get an underhook on one side and his arm is over, that's fine for him. Because if you position your head the right way, that elbow's coming up over. And he will do damage with it. They land hard. He was cracking his head with big elbows, and he cut him open with one as well. And he lands them stepping in too. He's got nasty elbows. I love the clinch elbows. The Muay Thai of John Pork is nasty. It's very nasty. He has a very entertaining style. I will say that. The kicks are really nasty too, especially the push kick to the head. That front kick up the middle, straight to the dome. He hit Damien with that a good 4 times. I don't know how he was eating some of these shots. I mean, he was just getting his head rocked everywhere. He did go on jelly legs at one point, but he recovered really well. And Damien, when I watched his fights on like the regional scene, he moved a lot. It seemed like he was moving a lot better. Like he is a bit sporadic and unorthodox, but I didn't take him as like being as sloppy as he really is. He looked pretty sloppy in this fight, I can't lie. I made an ethnic bias pick. I thought that he was better than he is. Is he UFC level? I think he probably is, but he has to make some major improvements to his footwork, and I think he should utilize his toughness a bit more because clearly he has a great chin. He can walk forward and do a lot of damage if he wants. He simply didn't throw enough. I think he was a little too timid, and he would throw the spinning elbow at like weird times where it's really not called for. And I'm surprised he didn't get taken down more off of that. Um, he looks all right. I thought he would be better. My fault. My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. I tried to make an ethnic, you know. It is what it is. Chonko gets it done. He looked great. He showed two amazing weapons in this fight, and he really pieced him up. It really wasn't even close. I saw somebody on Twitter give Damien round one. Dude, what are you guys watching? Genuinely, what the fuck are you watching? Are you Polish? Like, I'm Polish, but like, dude, what are we doing? Honestly, what the fuck are we doing? Be honest with yourself. None of us are happy about this. Bedtime MMA got chinned on this card. First the Thomas Peterson prediction, and now this. Bedtime MMA can't catch a break. Dude, you've been training with Volk for what, bro? Come on, man. Nobody's happy about this. We fucking hate Ramazan Temirov. Little fucking Roy Chief, fucking ugly goblin. Fucking disgusting, inbred, little ugly freak. Fucking midget little freak. Fuck you. Yeah, he beat Steve Erceg. I predicted this to happen. I said he'd win by unanimous decision. I thought he'd smudge him. He did not shoot a single takedown. He came out swinging. I must admit, it was entertaining. He came out swinging for the bleachers, and he fucking, he caught him multiple times and just, yeah. I mean, he leaves himself open a lot, though. I will say that he overswings a lot and leaves himself open. And if he fights like that and you can make it out of the first round with that build and him swinging that hard, you could get this guy in a lot of trouble, though. So, and he's calling for a title shot, dude. You just came off a year and a half suspension from popping for like serious PEDs, and you just beat the number 10 guy. Chill the fuck out, dude. Chill the fuck out. Shut the fuck up, you ugly little fucking gnome. Shut up. You're not getting a fucking title fight. You know what fucking division you're in? Kyoji Horiguchi's in your division. Brandon Royval's in your division. Lonnie Kavanaugh's in your division. Manel Kopp's in your division. Alexandre Pantoja's in your division. Tatsuro Taira's in your division. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'll be there for title shots, brother. Shut the fuck up, you inbred, ugly little gnome. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. Before anybody comes at me, oh, dude, you're racist. Why would you call him an inbred? Why? Because he looks like a fucking caveman. Little disgusting fucking abomination he is. Fucking, looks like a fucking Homo erectus, dude. Like, can you blame me? Like, honestly, can you blame me? I don't like him. Look at his physique, dude. And the fact that he's coming off a suspension for taking roids. He's probably still on them. He probably just found a new substance that he can take where he just doesn't pop for it. And it just I hate him. I really do. Good performance though. Stellar performance, but fuck you. Ugly fucking gnome. Speaking of gnomes, main event. This was the most boring fight ever. I mean, not quite Reyes Walker level, but it went 5 rounds, so it kind of made it worse. This was a terrible performance from Bogdan Guskov. Can we just talk about that? All his fights have been entertaining. This was terrible. This was fucking embarrassing. He fought like Anthony Smith. He actually fought like Anthony Smith. I can't believe it. He actually fought like Anthony Smith. He was actually Anthony Smith maxing. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, he fought like shit. He looked like shit. It was boring. He was refusing to throw his hands. And it looked like Ankalaev was like, did he have money on himself to win by round 5 TKO? Because he like in the round 4, he had rear naked chokes at multiple points. Under the chin, could have cranked his chin, neck cranks, rear naked chokes, and he decides not to get it. It makes us suffer through another fucking round of that trash fight. Garbage fight, embarrassment. Fucking disgrace to the sport you are. Disgrace to the sport. All your fights are boring, you fucking ugly gnome. Fucking Bolshevik looking motherfucker. If you know, you know. Fucking ugly, fucking witch nose motherfucker. God, I fucking hate. Oh, dude, I'm so tired of these guys, dude. You're so boring. You're not a fucking killer. You're not a fighter. You're not a warrior. You're just an athlete. You're just doing a sport. You're not a warrior, dude. You're a bitch. Both of you fought like pussies. Both of you fought like pussies. Genuinely. Guskov did all that investing to the legs in the first 2 rounds just to not do anything with it. Never capitalized. Fought like a scared little bitch. Ankalaev, you take no risks. You take no risks. Bro, you don't deserve a title shot. Real talk, you don't deserve a title shot. Fuck you. If I'm Dana White, I'd be like, nah, go fight Yuri. That's your reward for that. You get to go fight Yuri. What was that, kid? Magomed Ankalaev? I normally don't do this until Tuesday, but I think we're gonna book that kid for Yuri Prohaska in the Apex in October. That's what you fucking deserve. That's what you fucking deserve, dude. That was a fucking disgrace. Waste of my life. Thanks for making my pick right. I picked you via unanimous decision. You had to spoil that too. You couldn't even give me the whole thing. Fuck you. Anyways, shit card. Terrible card. Results were disappointing. I'm depressed. Bedtime MMA got chinned. Anthony Smith looked like a fucking bum. My Polish Chad here fucking got destroyed. Islam Dulatov, our I can't say that. Islam Dulatov, our very racist looking friend. Man, dude, this is like the only highlights of this for me was Axel Sola. Patterson had a good performance. I mean, to be honest, were some of these fights good? Yeah, some of these fights were good. Like Kuniev Fortune was good. This was a good fight. Like these weren't terrible fights, but just it just left a stale taste in my mouth with that co-main and main event. It left a really stale taste in my mouth. Like no joke, I want to make this clear, okay? If you enjoyed that main event, you are cattle. You are genuinely a stupid goy. You are cattle. You don't deserve to have an opinion. You shouldn't vote. That was literally the worst main event, probably of the year. I'm trying to think, was there a worse main event this year? That was the most boring 5 round fight of the year. I'm pretty sure. That was fucking terrible. That was the most uneventful pile of dog shit I've ever fucking seen. Fuck Abu Dhabi. Fuck this card. Fuck Ankalaev. Fuck inbreds. Fuck child fuckers. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I went 8-2 on the card. Thanks for the free picks. I literally go 80 to 90% on every single card. I'm literally the go to predicting fights. If you disagree, eat my ass. You're a bum. You're a loser. You probably are as short as Ramazan Timarov and as ugly as Magomed Ankalaev, and you're probably built like Rizvan Kuniev. Anyways, God bless you all. Love you guys. Have a great day.